We're gonna go live right now on TikTok and Instagram. Hello to everybody. Okay, also if you can't hear me, if there's ever any audio issues, please let me know in the comments. Let's pull the comments up on YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, and Periscope. There we go. So you go to window. You'll want to go to window. There you go. All right. All right, let's throw that first comment on the screen. Micah Goldberg, welcome to you. You're watching on YouTube. Appreciate it. So if you're watching on YouTube, you may see it in the title what I'm doing. And there are two male pop stars. That's all I'm going to say right now. But hello to Amanda Bradford. Hello to you. Thanks for always showing support. I appreciate it, Amanda. We're gonna start very soon, so just get settled in, keep your phone on. If you gotta do something, just set it down. I've got 2 paintings for you today. Super excited about this one. And also, before we start, let me know where are you watching this in the world. Just comment down below, whatever platform you're watching this on, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Periscope, and then over here we've got Instagram and TikTok. So whatever device you're watching this on, where in the world are you? I already see Poland on Instagram. Micah said I love BTS. You're gonna love this one, so just hang tight. We're gonna get into this very soon. I see Madera, California, Maryland. What city, state, or country are you watching this in? I see Houston, Texas. Ruben on TikTok said you saw me at the forum with Kiss. Appreciate that. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I see Seattle, Washington, upstate New York, Instagram. Where in the world are you? I see Micah. Is it Micah or Mika? Can you let me know how to pronounce that correctly? Micah Goldberg in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I see Liz Dutton in Millbrae, California. Roosevelt Witten, Sacramento, California. He said, it's been a minute. Work has been crazy. Work is a blessing, so that's great. Yes, it's been a while since we've been able to be this consistent. We've just had a lot of projects going on and I took a little bit of time off, but I'm ready with 2 new paintings for today. I see Brazil joining us, Amsterdam. Who else is on here? Where are you? I see some more Brazil. I see, I believe that's Saudi Arabia, Rancho Cucamonga, Fairfield. All right, let's get into this live stream. Let's go. All right, on today's live stream, I've got 2 male pop stars. One is dynamite, the other has money on his mind. Let's paint. Yes, let's paint. Welcome to ARTLIFE Live. Again, my name is David Garibaldi. Welcome to all of you who are new. Maybe you stumbled across this live stream. You're like, what is this random live stream happening right now? Hi, I'm David Garibaldi. I'll be painting 2 portraits for you today, and these paintings happen fast. Relatively, I'm taking my time, so they may take 15 to 20 minutes each, but they still happen very fast. If you are new to this live stream, just let me know down below in the comments and just comment and say new. If you're back, if you've seen this live stream before, if you are part of the ARTLIFE family, just say in the comments below, I'm back, and welcome to you. We'd love to do some shout outs before we start. So again, if you could let me know what city, state, country, province, where in the world are you? Let me know in the chat or the comments below, whatever platform you're watching this on. And I also have a big announcement. we are doing a very exclusive drop tomorrow. So it's entitled Supernatural. Let's go ahead and put it on the screen. It is inspired by Carlos Santana. You saw it performed here on my live stream, and we're coming out with only 5 of these canvas prints. Now, the only reason why we're doing so little is because I'm gonna hand embellish with paint on each one, so it'll have I'll have a touch of some paint on there all throughout it, and we'll be putting that out tomorrow. So I'm gonna give access first to my text list. So if you haven't texted already, text ARTLIFE to 58885. It's in the bio of all my platforms, so you can get that. But Supernatural dropping tomorrow, only 5 of them, each one be hand embellished. And also, if you're in the Sacramento area, there's an option to do a local pickup so you don't have to pay for shipping. So if you're over here on Instagram or TikTok, go to the link in my live stream, you'll be able to see this exclusive drop that we're doing tomorrow. So in the meantime, so Mika Goldberg, so can we put that on the screen, please? It's Mika Goldberg, you're watching on YouTube, I appreciate that. Can we put the comments? Yeah, there we go. So thank you for correcting me. I may do that from time to time. I'll ask you, how do I correctly just say your name? So Vaxi on YouTube, hello to you. Ashley Pisa, hello to you. Hi, actually. Let's see, so Vicky is back and you are in Indianapolis. Welcome. Mika, just wanted to say hello, everyone. Abs, yo, thank you for joining on Twitch. Yes, Twitch with the emotes. Killing it. Abs is always killing it with the emotes. Yes, let's go. And then also Ashley Pisa is watching from New Jersey. So we're gonna get into the first painting today. Hope you guys are ready. Also, just before we get into it, let's just put it on the screen real quick. This exclusive drop happening tomorrow. There we go. This exclusive drop happening tomorrow. It's called Supernatural, inspired by Carlos Santana. There's only 5 of these canvas prints. Each one will be hand embellished with paint, signed, numbered, certificate, all the good stuff. So just look out for that. But for now, let's get into the live stream. All right, so you saw that this Saturday I'm doing a virtual paint night, December 5th at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You can still sign up. You can visit garibaldiarts.com/paint to get information about that. If you have the supplies already, all you have to do is register to join. But for now, let's get into today's first of 2 paintings. All right. Let's paint. So this first painting is the first time I've done this before. Super nervous about this because this person has quite the army behind them. So it is inspired by BTS. I'll give that much information and then we'll just have fun with the rest. So. During this live stream, I will share my process as I'm creating. I will also do my best to answer your questions. And if we don't get to your question, I can answer them before we end the live stream later on. But for now, I'm just getting right into it, putting some marks on the canvas so that I can just get to just creating this. I'm starting with the darker tone today because there's so many different layers to build on top of this. So I want to start with this darker tone. I'm mixing some gray into the skin tone, partly because I don't want it to be too rosy or like too, what's the word? Yeah, like too rosy yet. So just doing some marks first. So as you're joining us, welcome. We do these live streams every Thursday and Friday, so we'll be on again tomorrow around this time. You can always subscribe and follow, set your post notifications on so you don't miss a live stream. You know, the paintings that usually intimidate me most, so I haven't done this before, I'm learning this in front of you. Part of these live streams are about, it's almost like going to a creative gym. That's the best way I could describe it, is I'm going to work out. I'm like working out creatively in front of you. Part of that is fun, the other part of that is a little nerve-wracking, so. And by nerve-wracking, I mean nervous. But you know what? These are the times that help me grow. They help me build my confidence as an artist. And those creators out there, if you're wondering, how do you build your confidence as a creator? How do you overcome the fear of judgment? And the best way is to really put it out there. Let people judge. And if you know in your heart that you're going to improve daily, then you've got to just take their judgment as advice, apply it to the next project, and then move on. And that's, all we can do to do our best. All right, let's add a little rose to this part of the lips. So basically I'm taking a skin tone, adding a little bit of red to it. Just make it a little bit more rosy. Basically what that means is there's more blood flowing in that part, so you want to add a little bit of red to it just to resemble it, but there's still a skin tone there. All right, so someone on Twitch asked, where do you start painting? And I would say for my particular style, it changes daily. But when I first started, I would actually start with the highlights and build everything up from there. But part of it also comes from studying these images beforehand. So just understanding what's important, but you've got to really practice over time to find out what works best for you. And that's kind of how I decide, based on me practicing, where to start. And every portrait is different. There is no set, place exactly where to start at the same time every time. Probably not what you want to hear, but that's just how it works. All right, I'm gonna leave that. What's that? Who is my what? Barber. Whoever he is, he's free, doesn't charge me, so Someone asked who my barber was. Well, that's a great question. So someone asked, why do I paint on a black canvas and not a white one? Because, so what I'm doing is I'm filling in the negative space, I'm leaving the negative space behind. So normally on a white canvas, you would draw those parts in, but because of my style of painting, I'm doing the opposite. It's just a way that I prefer to paint. So it also, I can get them done in less time as well because the shadow's already created and I'm only painting what will be considered the highlights. I keep throwing my brush because there's like excess paint sort of like drooping off of it. So I'm gonna leave that a little space for the highlight right there. I'm gonna work around all these sections, and I'm thinking about, when I was looking at the image earlier, I'm also thinking about where were there like significant parts where highlights and shadows were left behind, and that's what I'm constantly thinking about. I'm also thinking about just the structure of a face in general. You know, thinking about no matter whose face it is, that we all have these structural elements that make us all similar, and then they vary just slightly depending on your physical makeup, you know, your bone structure. But this portrait, not a lot of shadows in it, so it's part of a challenge because I have, the canvas is a big shadow and I've got to add a lot of those elements to it. Okay, so we got some correct guesses, good to know. All right, we're gonna go super highlight now. I'm basically just adding white to that last color that I already put on. And you wanna try to use brush sizes that in one single brush stroke, like that, mostly, you can get a lot out of it. So that's also what helps me decide what brushes to use, is I compare it to the size of the image. Ooh, that's a great question. Someone just asked, do I mix my colors with any water? And no, I don't, but I do use water sometimes to water them down, to basically thin out the paint. And it really just depends on what I'm trying to achieve. For example, right now, I don't want it too thin because the thick paint is helping me fill in these large areas in a very quick manner. So I'm just trying to keep it all pretty solid. Go. Let's go back here. So when you're doing the white of the eyes, you don't always need white. Sometimes you can start off with a little bit of gray, like this, and then you can build up as you need. You can add the highlights where you feel like they should go, and the highlights can be, you can go back with the white, just like this. Let's add a little white, little speckle to his eye. All right, let's keep building this up. Let me know your thoughts in the chat. If you're watching this on Instagram or TikTok, go to that link in my bio right now so you can see this come to life in HD. All right, so it's a great question. Someone said, why do I paint on the wall? Well, it's just, I'm in my studio, so I don't have any other choice of what to paint on, but the canvas is attached to the wall and makes it easy to paint on a daily basis. All right, I'm gonna add a little bit of brown and gray, a little bit of gray and black to the brown. And we'll start here. We'll start adding the first part of the hair. He's got this swoop happening. It's really like a dark brown. But when the light is super bright on it, you see a slight sheen of the hair. And then I'm gonna go over here to my blue. I'm gonna add a little bit of blue, thinking about a secondary light up top, mixing it with the hair color. And then I'm gonna add that. And I'll come back with a white, just to show a little bit more highlight. And I'm gonna do that right, and I'm gonna split the two colors. So just a slight highlight right there. Let's have some fun with this now. Just gonna use some various pinks, some purples, put a little dab right in the center of the earring. And I'm gonna use those lighter colors on the inside so that creates a better silhouette of the figure. So if it's lighter just on the outside, and then give the illusion of, you know, a light behind them as I go darker to the outside. So we'll keep going with those purples. I love using this paint roller. I could not only get loose lines because I'm holding further back on it, but can also cover a massive space at once. Let's see, let's actually play with some of this blue. I want it to feel very pop, like super bright, colorful colors. I want it to feel alive. We'll show you this too once it dries a little bit more. I'm gonna add some water so I can get a little bit more drip out of the brush. There we go. All right, let's have some fun. Let's throw some paint around. I'm gonna water this part down actually, so I can throw it. So I'm gonna go back with this purple and actually add some shadows that are not necessarily black, but I can still give the information on the canvas that there's a color break. Let's switch it up with this hand. So shout out to the whole BTS army around the world. I've been asked to do this particular painting for so long. So at least I can't fit them all on one canvas, so you might as well do one of the members. Yes. So someone asked, how do I know which colors do I know to throw at the end? And I don't know what colors to throw. It's just it's a feel. It's something that you feel out. Like that just felt good, so we just did it. You gotta let just art take place sometimes. You gotta let inspiration strike when needed, and you gotta be open to that inspiration. Just add a little bit more splash to the face. I'm gonna go back just one and just clean this line up. There we go, got a little messy. All right, Jungkook of BTS. Let's get one last. All right, we'll go down here. Take one last look at this Jungkook painting, and we're gonna wrap this up. Actually, I have another painting for you, so don't go anywhere. I do have one more painting for you, but take one last look at this painting. Shout out. Yes, that was him. We'll show you the painting in just one moment. And also I have one more painting coming up for you. All right, everyone say hello to Ray. They're just helping out with the paintings. Again, let's take one last look at the Jungkook painting of BTS. So we have one more painting coming up. This one, another pop star. We can get rid of those logos that are there, by the way. Yeah. There we go. It's on the... We're just making some changes. All right, so welcome back, everybody. I've got another painting for you. So shout out to all the BTS army out there. We're gonna get into the second painting in just 1 minute, but what's on your minds? What are you guys thinking about? What did you think about that last painting? Also, Nicole said, hi, Ray. Showing some love from Nicole Sepulveda. All right, so hope you guys enjoyed that. I've got another one coming up for you right now. Jacqueline Alvarez, thank you for the love. You're watching this on Facebook. Mika, did I do it justice? Were you able to recognize it? Jungkook, is that how you pronounce it? Jungkook from BTS. So I just know the songs that are popular. You guys may know more BTS songs that are like, I don't know, on the B side or like not as popular, but either way, I've enjoyed their music. And I can't fit the whole BTS squad on one canvas yet. Maybe one day we'll do that, but today we started with it. So let's go to some comments real quick. All right, and over here, sending some love to everyone on Instagram and TikTok for watching. So I'm just catching my breath real quick. We have a second painting coming up right now in about 1 minute. What were some of the other questions? Can we scroll back up and check out some of those questions? Okay, cool. Let me see. All right, I'm gonna answer one quick question over here. What was the question? All right, so someone asked, where do I buy my supplies? And I get my paintbrushes and some other small supplies in the Amazon link that's in my bio. So there's an Amazon link on all my social platforms. You can go there. Also, I buy the paint from Home Depot. So it's just latex house paint from Home Depot. That's where I get my supplies from. And on Instagram, someone said, what made you want to do art? And there was nothing particular that made me want to do art. Art has always felt like just breathing to me. It's always felt like it's what I need to be doing or just who I am. And so there wasn't really anything that made me want to do it, but what keeps me doing it is just this continued love to create. And then finding new ways to create art that engages with an audience like this. Whether we're on a live stream, whether it's an edited video, whether we're doing these at live shows as live performances, I just love creating for you guys, so I appreciate it. All right, who's ready for one more painting? If you're ready for another painting, give me a thumbs up emoji in the chat or in the comment section, or just say, let's go. And we're gonna get into painting number 2 today. Also, while I'm creating, you can ask these questions, whether you're a creator, any questions I can ask as well. All right, let's get to it. So, I see some thumbs up. All right, Mika is ready for the second painting, another male pop star with, let me actually get some keywords for you here. So, he's got money on his mind. He's always telling you to stay with me, or he just wants to he's saying lay me down. I don't know. See what you can do with those words. Let's get into this next painting. Let's go. Welcome back, everybody, to this ARTLIFE live stream. Yes, so this Saturday, you saw the video there, I'm doing a virtual paint night. We're starting it at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and you can get more information about how to register, what materials you need at garibaldiarts.com/paint. So you have some more information there. Otherwise, let's get into painting number 2. We can also take that watermark off. There we go, yeah. All right, let's get into the next painting right now. I'm gonna start with some of these larger brushes. All right, let's paint. So thank you again to everybody joining me for this live stream. Just gonna do a painting of another male pop star. You'll see this come to life in just a handful of minutes. Just gonna lay down some marks before I get really into it. This is another painting that I haven't done. Naturally, like the last one, I'm always a little nervous, but I love that nervous feeling because I know that it's gonna help me grow through this process, become more confident, stronger at what I do. And it's only those moments when we push ourselves and we feel nervous doing what we do, that we actually grow. And there's a difference between doing what you love and doing something to grow. And I hope you can recognize the two. That just because it's not always completely comfortable doesn't mean that it's, it's not a good moment for you. So this one, I'm gonna be doing in black and white, probably because it's inspired by this person's aesthetics, but also because I think it'll portray this person very well based on the style of their music. Their music is gray. Their music feels black and white sometimes. Okay, so someone asked, have I ever used a textured roller? And I don't think I have, actually. I don't think I've ever used a textured roller. So this one does, speaking of texture, this painting actually has a lot of texture in it. So there's gonna be a moment down here in the facial hair where I'll be spending my time really trying to hone that in, make sure that's done correctly. coming to life. I know it doesn't look like much now, but it'll start to transform soon. Gotta just make sure you get all the important information on the portrait. You gotta make sure that's why it's important to study these images, so you can create something that feels like this person rather than just, just painting along. All right, let's switch up our brushes. We're gonna keep going a little bit darker in our colors, just one step at a time. Just one step. I wish we could play these artists' music, but the social media gods do not like copyrighted music, so we don't. I'm gonna go back and get another brush to really get this detail on the eyebrows, because he does have distinctive eyebrows. Keep taking that a step darker. Just going darker and darker. These portraits are just made up of information about light, form. The goal is to try to get as many of those elements as possible that looks and feels like this person. But I know I'm gonna have my work cut out for me down below when we get to the facial hair. All right, let's get into we'll call this the challenge part, which is the facial hair. So you've done in several layers. We'll start here first. So we're going to add most of the texture down below first because we're going to utilize the black of the canvas, leaving that behind to show the hair follicles, which are very, very short, close to the hair. And then we'll go work our way back up and go back and forth with different shades and skin tones. So we'll start with the highlight color first, just adding that depth and texture to the facial hair. Then we'll go back with a black and we're just gonna keep going back and forth. There's really no set science to this besides just going back and forth, feeling it out. Let's go back with some of the black. So I'll probably go with the black and then I'll go back and forth. All right, let's keep going back and forth. Let's clean off some of these brushes. There we go. This is like a very meticulous technique to do. So, you know, when I think about portraits and the ones that I approach and that are easier, the facial hair when it's close to the face is definitely a challenging one because it just requires so much little steps to it like this. Not impossible, but as much as I can give the illusion that there is facial hair there, we just keep going at it until it looks and feels like there is. I'm going to tone down the top of his eyes just with a little bit of gray so it shows a little more depth. Just add a little reflection for the head of his eye. Go over one more layer. It's literally, there's nothing entertaining about facial hair, painting it. It's literally just going over it layers and layers at a time. But there's gonna be more light on this side because that's where the key light is coming from. So we're gonna add some more highlights. All right, let's start filling in the outside of this. Actually, this is still got paint in it. All right, let's get into filling in the outside with just some pure white. A little movement for texture. So I just want to leave a little texture of black when we're doing the outside of the portrait. Again, utilizing the black canvas as a shadow. Let the canvas do the heavy lifting. All right, let's start throwing some paint. Get a little bit more texture into the eyebrows. Actually, let's go back with the black on the edge. You can't see this, but I can. Gotta make sure that the edges are all cleaned off with that extra texture as well. Again, I'm just using wet paint, mixing it as I go. You can get that blend. All right, it's a great question. Someone just asked, how much do my paintings sell for? You can actually find out the price collections at garibaldiarts.com/gallery. You'll see a series of price collections on there. Okay, take one last look at the Sam Smith portrait. He just, you know, he's black and white. He's not blue, he's just black and white. It's calm, and just we want to capture that with that grayscale. So take one last look, and then we're gonna wrap up this chat, this live stream with a chat, and we'll talk some more soon. All right, let's head back to the table so we can chat for a little bit. All right, welcome back. I'm not gonna lie, that was definitely a hard one. And I say that because, you know, using the techniques that it takes to do facial hair, and it seems like so insignificant, but, you know, doing that facial hair, there's so much to it. You don't know until you're really deep into it. But welcome back, everybody. We're gonna wrap up this live stream soon, but I wanna just do some shout outs. We're gonna go across the board. So just let me know again, where are you watching this from? What city, state, or country? I'm gonna start over here at Instagram. Let me tilt you guys up just a little bit. And let me know where you are. Oh, and Jace, shout out to Jace Brannon on Instagram. Hello to you. And let's see, let me know. So Adrian was asking on TikTok, how long did that take me? How long was that painting? Was it about 15 minutes? So that last Sam Smith painting took about 15 minutes. So also shout out to Houston, Texas. Ebeen said BTS please. I actually just did a BTS painting and you missed it. That's why you got to turn on these post notifications so you don't miss it. All right, shout out to the UK. You're watching on Periscope. Welcome to you. John Northcutt watching on Charlotte, North Carolina. And John said, ever since I've seen you paint at the Kiss concert, I've been wanting one of those paintings real bad. So John, go check out garibaldiarts.com/gallery, and you'll be able to see the different original painting collections and prices on there. So let's see, Nihal, watching on YouTube. Thank you for the love, I appreciate it. Nicole Sepulveda, who is an amazing photographer. Thank you for watching this. She said, it's crazy how you go two-handed. Yeah, it's crazy to me too. So let's see what other comments. We're just gonna do some of the comments right now. All right, we're gonna wrap this live stream up. I will be back here around this time tomorrow. So if you don't already subscribe on my YouTube channel, go subscribe right now and turn on your post notifications. Or if you're watching this on Facebook, Twitch, or Periscope, just make sure you put the post notifications on so you can see when I go live tomorrow. If you're over here on Instagram and TikTok, do the same. If you're not following me already, hit that follow button and also turn your post notifications on so that we can get to that live stream again tomorrow. All right, thank you all for the love. Appreciate it. Take one last look at Sam Smith. There he is. Thank you.